Hey everyone, welcome back to Couch Conversations with Sasha Love. I'm your host, Sasha Love, and as I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm doing like a little mini series about navigating challenging times. I feel like in my experience in life, I haven't had a lot of examples from people around me of healthy ways to navigate through challenging times. What I mean specifically is that I've either gotten a list of, oh, just be positive, just everything's gonna be great, everything's gonna work out, everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbows, which inherently is not wrong, but sometimes it's not helpful when I'm in the thick of a very, very stressful time. And on the other extreme, I have been in situations where I'm just venting and complaining and whining and I just feel worse, and it doesn't really help me. It doesn't help me really feel better or move forward in a meaningful way. So I decided to do this mini series to kind of give you some tools of the things that I have been using to kind of move forward and to move forward, to move forward in a meaningful way through a challenging season. Okay. So in the previous episode, I talked about therapy. It was a pretty long video about therapy, but I felt like it was kind of important to at least introduce the topic and kind of mention like the different types of therapy, what to expect, cost, and what you bring to the table and things like that. And I tried to like stuff everything I could in that 20-minute video. So I know it was kind of long, but hopefully if you're able to make it through, that it was something that was super helpful for you. Today, what I want to talk about, oh geez, my grammar. One of the things about me is like, I'm so like particular about grammar, but you know what? Today I'm just gonna go with it. Hopefully you get what I'm saying, even though it's not perfect. But I wanted to talk about the benefits of exercise when you're going through a challenging time. One of the first things that used to go out the window for me when I was stressed, or whenever I am stressed, is exercise. Like all my time is sleeping and then dealing with crisis, sleeping and dealing with crisis. And lately, as I've been a lot more intentional about my health and well-being, I have been much more reluctant to let go of exercise. And I've realized that keeping exercise in my day, keeping exercise as part of my normal day-to-day routine has done wonders when it comes to helping my emotional well-being and helping me navigate through challenging times. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. Exercise is not like a cure-all. It doesn't make everything automatically better and just like all my problems are solved. What it actually does, it helps me regulate my emotions and burn steam and burn stress in a healthy and productive way. The types of exercise that I've done range from purely aerobic, like running or swimming, to more resistance training, like using resistant bands or body weight or machines and things like that. And all different types of exercises are helpful. What I typically do now is a combination of both like cardio and strength training. So in the same like workout day, so I work out an hour a day, or at least I try to, at least we'll say 5 times a week. And what I notice is that when I start off my day with exercise, it helps me stay in the right state of mind. I feel better emotionally, like I feel like more grounded. I feel that I'm able to focus. And it also gives me a sense of empowerment, knowing that I was able to check something off that was pretty hard to do off my to-do list. And it builds my confidence, it builds my self-esteem. It helps me feel good because I'm taking care of myself, and it helps me stay in a better mindset. Of course, a lot of us know that with exercise comes endorphins, so endorphins definitely are an added plus. And of course, when you exercise consistently, especially when you are exerting yourself and things like that, the endorphins that come after feel pretty good too. So that can be something that is helpful when you're navigating tough challenging seasons or even just a tough day, starting off with enough time to get a good workout in could be is super helpful. But let's say you just don't have it in you to do anything intense. It's just not the type of season. It's just not the time. You don't have it. Then I recommend walking. And if you have a moment, go ahead and do a little bit of research about walking, and you may be surprised about all the things that you find. But if all you can spare is just 30 minutes to go walking outside, that can do wonders, not only to your mood, not only to your health, to your heart, to your lungs, and all that good stuff, but it does a lot for your mindset, for how you process, for kind of giving you a clearer perspective. And I'll give you an example. So this morning, I already woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I had weird dreams. I was not, I woke up and I was just not feeling the best. And I told myself, you know what, we're going to get up, we're going to do our devotion, and then we're going to head out and go for a walk. And within minutes, just the act of walking, putting my feet on solid ground and just walking. I had no earphones in, I had no AirPods in. I wasn't listening. I wasn't like always on my phone, staring at my phone. I was literally just walking. 2 feet on the ground, 1 foot in front of the other, a nice, pretty, mild to moderate pace, and just walking and letting my mind wander. And when I did that, I felt some creativity come. Like I had some creative thoughts come to mind. I felt calmer. I felt some of my stress levels decrease. I felt like I could examine different perspectives to my situation. I felt better. Things that came to mind were things that I could do to help my day be more productive, or what is a realistic to-do list for me to get done today, for me to feel productive, for me to feel like I'm getting the things I need to get done. What are my priorities? What are my goals and dreams? What is my focus? What is my goal? What are my core values? It was kind of like, it's hard to explain, but it was a space where I think the walking helped drown out the distraction, the noise, the negativity, the doubt, the questions, and just helped me focus on the present. One step in front of the other, focusing on the present. And with each step, I felt my stress levels go down. I felt the anxiety and worry go down. And I was able to focus on the moment at hand. I was opening myself up to some of my thoughts that were probably repressed under periods of stress, under stress. And like I mentioned, I felt more creative. I was able to write my to-do list for the day. I was able to set an intention for the day to be productive and to essentially reset myself, to reset and start off the day on the right foot, if that makes sense. So if committing to 45 minutes or an hour or 2 hours of exercise a day just sounds overwhelming, walking 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes even, maybe all you need just to reset, just to breathe, just to disconnect from the worry and the ties and the stress and the anxiety and the concern about the 1,000,001 things you need to do, and just be. You may be surprised what comes to mind. Perhaps maybe this is what you need to feel a moment of gratitude. Maybe that is the moment that you can take just to say, you know what, God, thank you for air in my lungs and the fact that I can move each foot and that I can move my arms and that I'm not in a hospital. I'm free. I'm breathing. I'm alive. Maybe it's your time to cry. And finally, that's a moment that you have to cry because You're not held down by a whole bunch of things. You're not distracted by everything around you. You're just there. And when you're just there, you're able to face your emotions. Maybe that's your time to sing and praise God. Maybe that's your time to rant. I've had some mental conversations about what I would say to somebody if they, if they were right in front of me, and like someone who may have said something disrespectful, or someone who may have said something underhand, and I have conversation in my head about what I would say. But even that, just the space to just be able to talk back in a safe space and let go. Maybe that's the time you need to realign yourself to the goals and dreams that have always been sitting in your heart, that have been quiet for so long. Maybe in that walk, that is your wake-up call to say, you know what? I need to catch myself when I'm in these negative spirals about who I am, and remember who God said I am, who I'm created to be. Walking in and of itself, exercise in and of itself, taking the time to prioritize that is not only important for your physiologic well-being, but also for your mental and emotional and spiritual well-being. And I challenge you, no matter how challenging life gets, no matter how overwhelming life gets, see if you can make time just to walk and take care of you. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you thought this video was helpful, please share it with those around you that you love and care about. Leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. And I think my information will also be at the end of this video too. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Pop your melanin, girlfriend, pop your melanin. Pop your melanin, girlfriend, pop your melanin. Girl, you black, and you beautiful.